But once again, we bring you back in live. FA Nationals, Utah Synergy going against Rancho softball. And the count is 2-1 to the batter Ringel, who hit a moment. The four-hitter, runner at third base with 2 outs. Pitch on the way, ball inside for a strike. And on the Rancho side, I mentioned a good grab, she'll pull it in. So over on the second base side, Blake Hess will reel it in. They'll turn the side over. They leave one on. We'll be at the bottom of the first frame. Stay with us. So as Rancho gets on the offensive side here, Utah Synergy will get on the defensive set here, and the pitcher of record, where's number 13, Bryn Jones. Stansbury High School, 3.97 GPA. Start things off. And over on the first base side, double check the number there for you on the Synergy side. And over Michaela over on the 4 spot and the 5 spot Adkin. 6 spot Tuckfield, shortstop. And rounding things out over on the right side will be Ringel. So Don, our head umpire, will get ready to put it in play here. The bottom of the first frame, no score. And starting things off, Whitmer will step in. So Bryn Jones ready to go. Whitmer in the box, bottom one. And a bunt laid down there. Throw is not in time. And so good speed down the line. And like that, on board, the leadoff hitter. So Blake Hess will step in. Whitmer, the catcher for the club. Blake plays second base for the Rancho club. Ready to go here. Pitch on the way. Another bunt laid down. And that ball goes foul. And a ball in the inside part of the plate misses there. And the count is 1-1. Correction 1-0. So Hess swinging to play, throw down to second, no throw there. Teagan was thinking about sending it down, and the count is a ball and 2 strikes here on the 2-hitter Hess. So runner at second, opportunity early on, no outs. Ball is low, the count goes to 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Ball is up, change up, and the count goes full at 3-2. So Hess, patient at the plate, not chasing the upper part of the ladder, and the count goes to 3-2. Full count. Ball 4. So like that, the 2-hitter Hess gets on board with a walk. Stepping in, batter Madison Corey. So Madison ready to go. Pitch on the way, strike outside, good movement there. So Michaela will work ahead. The count is 0-1. Runners at first and second. No score, bottom of the first if you're just joining us. We apologize. A little bit of technical difficulty in the software to launch the game. We got that worked out. We're good to go from here. Chopper. And that gets through. And no play at home. And like that. So in with a double and an RBI. Well hit ball. So Whitmer comes home. And Michaela will step in. So and a ball strike called there. And the count is 0-1. At the plate, a good pitch there. Another good pitch there, that'll do it. Strike 3. So Bryn will get one. And runners at second and third with one out here. And the batter number 77, the 5-hitter, Juliana Bastuba, comes in as the extra hitter. On deck, Chloe Chacon. So knocking on the door here, Rancho, pitch on the way. Swing and a miss outside, change up, the count goes to 0-1. 1-0. Pitch on the way. Ball is low. That gets away at the plate. There could be a play here at home, and no play there. So will score from third, and Curry will move over. So 2 runs across. Pass ball at the plate, and the ball And a strike here. And the ball's up. So Juliana lays off there. And the count goes to 2-1. Quick look down to the Matthew Hess, head coach, down on the third base side. And a strike called there. Correction, Coach Marshall down on the third base side. Head coach for the Utah Synergy and working with Matthew Hess from Rancho. Quick conversation. Make sure things are right with Juliana in the call here with an opportunity here in the runner at third. So Curry opens things up with a double, gets the RBI. And then the pass ball brought over the second run. Whitmer was able to score. And now Curry's parked at third, a 2-2 count. And the ball's cut foul straight back. The 2-2 count holds here with one out in the bottom of the first frame. Rancho striking early here. As I mentioned, 2-0. Game number 2 here of 4 games we'll bring to you live. So the 5-hitter, Juliana will have a seat. Bryn Jones will get the K. And Chacon will step in. Quick view from Bryn Jones, the pitcher of record, getting the pitch call from the dugout. Jones ready to go. The ball's up. Screwball there, and the count is 1-0. High temperatures. It's been pretty hot out here, triple digits, as we're moving into just slightly past the 11 a.m. hour. And Jones ready to deal. She runs it outside, and the count goes to 2-0. So Chacon lays off there, not chasing the outer third of the plate, and the count is 2-0. And a ball low on the lower part of the plate on the inner third, and the count's 3-0. So Chacon being disciplined in the box here. Bryn Jones looking for an out. And a strike outside, so Chacon taking all the way and still in a hitter's count here at 3-1. With her teammate Madison Curry parked over on the third base side. It's a 2-0 affair. We're in the bottom of the first frame. Rancho leading here. Synergy with 2 outs. Jones with a 3-1 pitch. Ball's up and out. The fastball, ball 4. So Chacon gets on board with a walk, a free ride down to first. And that'll bring up the 7-hitter, Jillian Wade. Jillian plays right field for the club. And she'll step in the 7 spot with runners at the corners. And Jones and company working with 2 outs. Chopper over the glove of the first baseman. Here comes one, and throw over to third. And they bring it in quickly, but a one-hopper off of the glove over on the first base side. So Tegray just in and out of the top of the glove there. They'll pick up their 3rd run on the single. Runners at first and second. So the batter, the 8-hitter Lila, will step in. Lila plays third base and hit by pitch there, so that gets away from Jones. And Lila will get on board with the bases loaded here. So 2 outs on the books, bases loaded. And the 9-hitter, Layla, will step in. Center fielder. And the count is 0-1. On the 9-hitter, Layla, in an 0-2 count with 2 outs. And on the move, off second base, on her way to third. Wade was thinking she was on her way, but no movement off of third base side. And Jones, after an 0-2 count, now runs it up. Loaded, you don't want to walk one over. Jones looking for a good pitch here. The 3-2 pitch. Ball 4, so Bryn Jones. Number 4. And the bases remain loaded. The 10-hitter. So Chanley looking for a knock. And a pushing just slightly past 11 a.m. here in St. George, Utah. You're enjoying Don, our head umpire, managing the game, doing a nice job here for AFA here, starting things off. Right side, pulled foul. The Utah Synergy Club We're ready to roll here in the top of the So the pitcher of record, Bryn Jones, for Synergy, gets on board with a hit by pitch. Cameron Sullivan. Right side, second baseman. They go that way on a fielder's choice. So they pick up the out. Paper, it's over there. That paper right there. So a 1-2 count to Aiken. The count holds. So Synergy, the runner at second. Strike called at the plate, strike three. Aiken gets caught looking. So Melee Dunkley steps in. Ball is low on the inner third. The count evens up. 2 outs. So Michaela Harrow looking for an out here on the other side. Well, an opportunity here, but away. Strike three called at the plate, so Dunkley gets caught looking. Right back. back on the defensive side, Rancho on the offensive side. Looks at a ball. The count is 1-0. Bryn Jones staying on the hill. At 1-1. Ball's right side, right fielder coming forward, and a good. Lily Ringel pulls that in for the first out. Stepping in, Blake Hess. And a ball's low for Jones, and the count goes to 2-0. So Jones an out fastball. The count goes to 3-0. With one out on the books here in the bottom of the second, 4-0 Rancho. Ball four. And the three-hitter Madison Curry will step in. A little communication with his three-hitter Curry. And a ball's Curry rolled off. Vivian. And a ball cut foul, straight back. Straight back. And a good grab on the left side, charging right off the barrel. It's going to drop in. And Curry will have a seat too. And Michaela Harrell will step in the 4 spot. So Teagan as Bryn Jones takes a look at the pitch call. For a long time, I was talking to him earlier. He's done some college stuff. Was up in Berkeley doing some big games at collegiate level baseball. It's 2-1. So and swing and a miss at the plate. A good cut, and Jones. The count is 2-2. Runner parked at second. Across the board. Ball's upstairs, ball 3. So a full. Hitting in the 4 spot, pitcher of record. So Michaela gets on board with a walk. And Coach Matthew Hess wants to run for the pitcher, Michaela. Her off of the bases as she's pitching. Coach Hess makes that change. So Potter will take over on first base with runners at first and second. Ready to go. Ball is low. The count's 1-0. Showing some movement off the bases, but everybody comes back to their respective stations. As Juliana Bastuba and this down in the low part of the plate, and the count goes to 2-1. A little bit of a heading just and the ball drops at the plate, and Hess taking off. Correction. So Juliana looking to get on board, or a knock here would bring in Hess from third. Go full, so Bryn gets that through, and the count is 3-2. So Don giving us the call. In scoring position. And 2 outs on the books, bottom of the second frame, 4-0 Rancho. For Bastuba, Juliana will get on board with a free walk. And that'll bring up Chloe Chacon. So an opportunity here again with the bases loaded. And Bryn Jones and Synergy down. With 2 down in the bottom of the second frame. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss at the plate. Is 0-1. Bottom of the second frame. Opportunity here again for Rancho. Jones looking for an out for Synergy. Pitch on. So pulling it in there. Dunkley takes care of business. They'll strand 3. Allard with the call, the 2025 AFA Nationals here in St. George, Utah. Stay with us. We'll be right back. For Synergy, getting out of the inning in the and a well-hit ball. That ball drops in for a single. So Wilding takes a good cut, gets the barrel. The 10-hitter, Teagan will. One and one. So Kinsey locked back. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss, throw down to second, a high throw, and in time is Wilding with a stolen. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes on Kinsey, but Wilding was able to move. And a ball cut foul to the right side and out of play. So Kinsey looking for a knock, and over on the So circle ready to deal and a full count. And a Tegan, as she's and again Tegan staying hot in the box there, and a good cut fouls it off though. Strike three call. Kinsey gets caught looking. So Kayla dials one in, and Harold does what she. There, Michaela off the bump. Oh, and safe at first, getting pulled off the base. So a good. So Tuckfield run over. And they'll turn the side over. They leave one on. We'll head to the bottom of the third, 5-0 Rancho. So a 2-1 count with a pitching change for Team Synergy. And the count is 3-1. Side, so good location. So Jordan Clough, as I mentioned, taking over for Ben Jones. Frame, it's a 4-2 game. Chopper foul to the right side, no play there. But just a little bit late and fouls it off to the right. So Jillian Wade steps back in, and the count holds at 3-2. And a ball out, ball 4. So on board with a walk, a free in. Once again, experiencing some heavy heat out here. We're running into a little bit of buffering for the called at the plate. So Clough will open up with a strike. The count is 0-1. Plays first, third base. Pitch on the way. Bunt laid down, and a little bit of small ball there, an attempt to move the runner over. Jillian Wade. Jordan gets the strikeout. In. So Layla ready to go. By it behind the plate. So Ringo, Lily, behind the plate right now, catching for Synergy. And the count's 1. Is in time, down the line quickly. Will move over. To a fair. And a good pitch. Gets the inner part of the plate and there, and the count goes to 0-2. Back on the offensive side, on the other side of the plate, Reese looking for a knock, runner and strike 3 call, gets the outer third, a good pitch for Jordan Clough. So she takes care of business. They strand 1. So to start things off here in the top of the fourth frame, 4 steps in. She looks at a ball, and the count is 1-0 in the upper part of the plate. A good play over on the defensive side. And the count is 0-1. And Jones take the cut. Bryn hitting in the 5-hole. The count is 0-2 on the foul ball. 1 out, top of the 4th. And out of the zone, and the count will even up at 2-2. And ball right back to the pitcher. Bryn Jones. And the out recorded there. So Cam Marie steps in and looks at a ball. Rancho softball leading this one 4-2. We'll be right back. Fourth to start things off. Jordan Clough will step in for batter number 22. Clough on the mound for San. Or strike, think I. And Clough takes a look at the pitch call. Whitmer steps back in. At the plate, and the count goes to 1-2. So Clough with a 1-2 count. So Addie Whitmer and swing and a miss there. Strike three. Blake Hess will step in. Blake hitting in the 2 spot. Fourth. Synergy was trying to get back on track, which were they able to, and brought 2 over. Hess lays off ball 1, the count's 1-0. So, hit by pitch. Will step in with 1 out. As Clough takes On board with a walk is Andy Aiken. So Ashley Wilding comes in. Here. Aiken over at second. Wilding now down the line and will step in. And the top of the fifth frame. Runners at first and second. We're ready to go here. Slow roller, first base side. They get one there. As Chacon takes care of that. So Rancho ready to go here in the up in. She hits in the 5 spot. Juliana ready to go. Clough State. Working ahead on the count here. On the 7 hit. Three there, so quick work for Clough. And Chloe Chacon will And the count is and a strike on the outside part of the plate. The count is 0-1. Correction, 1-1. And the ball's cut foul to the right side. Foul. As Chacon stays in. Right side. 3 on the putout. So Dunkley will take care of Chacon. So the umpire on that, and Rancho congratulations to both teams. The synergy will continue to roll on. Game number 2 is officially in the books. This is our next live broadcast. We'll bring it to you here as day 1, continue 25. AFA National. For now, Rancho, they take this one in fine fashion, a 4-2 win. This one goes officially in the